Jiang Taohua was kidnapped and pushed off a cliff. Though rescued, she lost all her memories and mistook the third prince for her husband. The plan having failed, Wanqing knew she had reached a dead end. Shenzi would certainly kill her. She then seized Jiang Taohua and Si Huangzi to threaten Shenzi, hoping to find a way to escape. Driven to the edge of the cliff with no path of retreat, Wanqing bound herself to Taohua and addressed Shenzi coldly. "Shenzi, even now you still wear that face of cold scheming. Does it matter who I am? What matters is that those you care about are now in my hands." With that, she tightened her grip on Jiang Taohua by her side. Taohua, covered in wounds, her gaze complicated, looked toward Shenzi from Wanqing's grasp. Facing Wanqing's threats, Shenzi only replied with icy indifference. "How naive you are. If Jiang Taohua is truly a spy from Beiyuan, why should I care for her life? Today, the only one who will leave this mountain alive shall be Si Dianxia." As his words fell, Shenzi raised his bow toward them. Each sharp, cold word from Shenzi shattered the fragile feelings budding in Taohua's heart. She had thought that perhaps there was a chance, however slim, for something to blossom between them. But seeing him discard her so mercilessly, without a ripple of hesitation in his eyes, made her realize how foolish her wishful thinking had been. Whatever she felt had only ever sprouted from her own heart alone. Unexpectedly, Yang Wanqing suddenly cut the rope binding them and pushed Jiang Taohua off the cliff. Then took advantage of the ensuing chaos as Shenzi and his men scrambled to flee into the night. This mountain's treacherous terrain meant that a fall from such a height left but the slimmest chance of survival. Shenzi ordered his men to search, dead or alive, they must find her, or at least her body. Days of exhaustive searching yielded nothing. To all, Jiang Taohua was dead, her body swept away by the river at the cliff's base, her whereabouts forever lost. After all, Taohua was the princess sent to marry as a symbol of peace between Beiyuan and their kingdom. Now missing, her life or death unknown, Shenzi truthfully reported the matter to King Qi, who flew into a rage, berating him and ordering him to resolve the situation himself. After Jiang Taohua's disappearance, with not a trace left behind, Shenzi commanded the dismantling of Zhanchun Pavilion, inventorying Taohua's belongings thoroughly. Those needed as evidence were sealed, the rest were destroyed. Outwardly, he remained adamant, if Taohua was a spy, she must be dealt with sternly should she resurface. Yet inside, his heart roiled with worry over her safety. The colder and more ruthless he acted, the clearer it became, he had fallen for her, using harsh measures to hide his own turmoil. At last, more than a month later, news arrived of a grievously injured woman who had sought treatment at a medical hall before being taken into San Huangzi's residence. Shenzi quietly infiltrated the third prince's manor and indeed found a woman whose face was identical to Jiang Taohua's. As he approached to speak with her, he realized she was wounded, had lost all memory, and no longer recognized him at all. Worse still, she now believed that San Dianxia was the prince she was destined to marry through the peace alliance.